Princess Diana's grandmother issued a stark warning that the royal family's sense of humor and lifestyle would never truly suit her granddaughter ahead of wedding to Charles. While the entire world buzzed with feverish excitement over the fairy tale engagement of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer, the young couple themselves harbored deep private reservations that contrasted sharply with the global euphoria surrounding their union. We all know the tragic arc of Charles and Diana's marriage, and the eventual bitter divorce that shook the monarchy to its core. But many devoted royal fans remain unaware of a crucial intervention, where one family member actively tried to dissuade Lady Di from stepping into what she later described as a gilded cage. Her maternal grandmother Ruth Roche, the Baroness Fermoy, was ironically a close confidant of the royal family itself. Yet she firmly believed the match was fundamentally misguided for her inexperienced 19-year-old granddaughter about to become a princess. The Baroness enjoyed a long-standing friendship with the Queen Mother, and even served as a woman of the bedchamber in the royal household, a position of trust and proximity to the inner circle of Windsor. When persistent rumors surfaced that she collaborated with the Queen Mother to orchestrate the pairing of Diana and Charles, Baroness Fermoy categorically denied any such matchmaking scheme, telling the Associated Press in a 1993 interview with characteristic bluntness, "You can say that if you like, but it simply wouldn't be true." In a compelling new episode of the Daily Mail's podcast, Queens, Kings and Dastardly Things, esteemed historian Kate Williams and acclaimed royal biographer Robert Hardman delved deep into archives, revealing how Lady Diana's grandmother stood alone as the voice of caution. Diana confided desperately in her sisters that the marriage should not proceed under any circumstances. Williams recounted vividly, and they dismissed her fears with cruel nonchalance, saying, "Bad luck, Dutch, your face is already on the tea towels. You can't back out now, the nation expects this wedding." The historian emphasized Diana's profound vulnerability at just 19, later confiding to friends that she felt like a lamb to the slaughter, as the relentless momentum of royal protocol propelled her forward, despite her growing dread and intuition screaming otherwise. Baroness Fermoy, however, emerged as the sole dissenting voice from within the family circle, offering prescient grandmotherly advice. One of the few opposing opinions actually came from her grandmother. Lady Fermoy Williams shared with podcast listeners in gripping detail. She warned Diana explicitly, "I don't think their sense of humor or their rigid lifestyle is ever going to suit you at all." Yet the rest of the Spencer family, and indeed the entire world, became utterly swept up in the intoxicating romance of the engagement, blinded by the spectacle of a beautiful young aristocrat poised to refresh the aging monarchy with youthful charm and vitality. As Hardman further illuminated in the episode, the royal family quickly fell under Diana's spell during her introductory stay at Balmoral. By the time she departs the Scottish estate, everyone's whispering, "Well, you know, that delightful girl, she could genuinely be the one to secure the future of the crown and bring new energy." This overlooked warning from Baroness Fermoy now resonates powerfully, in hindsight, as a heartbreaking moment of foresight amid the frenzy. highlighting the cultural chasm between the free-spirited Spencers and the duty-bound humorless routines of the House of Windsor. Diana's youthful naivety combined with immense societal pressure overrode her grandmother's sage counsel, paving the way for turmoil that would unfold in the public eye over the next turbulent decade. The podcast episode sheds fresh light on these intimate pre-wedding dynamics, reminding listeners that even fairy tales carry undercurrents of doubt, and that Baroness Fermoy's lonely prophecy proved tragically accurate. As Diana struggled to adapt to a world that ultimately broke her spirit, royal watchers continue to dissect these revelations with fascination, seeing them as key pieces in understanding the doomed union that captivated and then devastated a generation of global audiences. Ultimately, the Baroness' plea underscores the human cost of royal expectations, where personal compatibility often bows to institutional demands, leaving echoes of what if lingering long after the confetti settled on that fateful July day in 1981.